All right, let's take a look at how you can copy questions out of a question set. I'm in the question set builder right now, and I'm in a question set called icebreakers. And I can see in this question set, there's 20 questions in this question set. And I read through these questions, and I like this question set, but I don't want to use it the way it is. I want to copy some of them. Let me show you some ways you can copy questions out of question sets. So one option is you see over here, we got the select questions little button right here. I'm going to click this button and it brings up these little check boxes. So I like this question number 1. I like question number 3. I like question number 5, let's say, for example. And now you see this button says you want to copy those 3, and yes, I do. And now you have this little paste button over here that says you have 3 questions that you put in your memory, and you can paste those. We don't want to paste them back in the same question set. That wouldn't make sense. So let's look at the little options here. So we can paste questions, or we can clear them out of memory. We don't want to do either one of those here. So what I'm going to do is just go back to my question sets. I'm going to create push this little create question set button. So I'm going to create a brand new question set. And you can see this little paste button, it carried over. And let me go ahead and paste those questions there. And voila, there's your 3 questions that you copied over from one question set to this new one. And let me show you another way to do that. So let's go back to this icebreaker set here. I'm going to open this up, view edit. And if I wanted to copy some of the questions, I press the paste import button. It brings up the paste import box. And one little trick here is now I can see all these questions in just regular text format, and they're all formatted the way they're supposed to be. We know because they were in there. And I can copy this whole text box. I can copy individual questions and then put them into a different text box in a different question set. So let's go ahead and just do that real quickly. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm just going to get out of here, go back to question sets, create a new question set, and I'm going to paste and import, and I'm going to paste those in there. And you see these are the same 20 questions that we just copied. And I have this little button here where I can say I want to get rid of this question, I want to delete this one, I want to delete this one. So that's another way you can manage it. You can do it through here, or you can quickly go through these and say, don't care for that question, uh, don't care for this question, and I could type in my new question here if I wanted to. One thing to notice about the paste or import thing is make sure that you're doing it in the format that you have. So this was a time response question, and I wanted my new question to be a time response tag like that. So I would just add that back in. And if I go ahead and hit accept, there you go. So we have a new question set copied and pasted from another question set. So that's super helpful if you find the question set, a Kagan question set, or one from the community that you like some of the questions, but not all of them, and want to make them your own. Couple options to copy and paste. All right, see you in the next tip. All right, our next tip is on importing questions. So let's click over here on Manage Content. We're going to go to a question set, and we're going to create a brand new question set. And you can see right here is our paste or import button. So all I do is click that paste or import button, and it says we can paste questions or drag a file. So it gives the different file types that it accepts right here. So I'm looking on my desktop, and I have in Microsoft Word. I have some sample questions that I have prepared, and I'm dragging them over here, and it's telling me, okay, here's your sample questions. We're going to just drag and drop them right on there and take a look at what happened. So I dropped it on here. This box gives us all of the text. If we look down here, here's a preview of all the questions that we have in here, and it all looks good to me. I would go ahead and hit accept. If I'm happy with that, and that's all there is to it. And one little thing I do want to mention or do want to note is each question type has its own little style for formatting. So notice for short response, it's just here's the question, and it says this is a short response question. For a, let's do a simpler one for multiple choice. Here's the question. Here's the options. It's got a little asterisk here. Here's the correct answer. Let's see if we can find a true or false. Here's a true or false one. Here's the question. It's true or false. You can do those in either sequence, and true is the correct answer. So you want to make sure when you are formatting your questions before importing them, just make sure that you have your questions formatted properly. There's nice little instructions right here that will give you instructions on how to do that. If you're unsure about that, you're always welcome to dive into a question set and hit the import button and grab the text here, and you'll see exactly how questions need to be set up. All right, let's go ahead and accept those, and super easy. Brought over my questions and all 20 questions, all properly formatted. Just took a second to just drag and drop them. All right, we'll see you in the next step. All right, our next tip is on question numbers within a structure and how to jump around and navigate question numbers. So if you look down here in the bottom corner, it has, we're on question number 1, we're on mixed pair share, and you can click this little forward button or backward button to go to the next question or back a question. But here's a neat little trick. So you click on the question number itself, and you get this little pop-up jump to question. And what you see here is the yellow highlight means this is the question you're on. Gray means I've already been to that question. So right now we went back to question 1. We've seen question number 2. And I can quickly and easily jump to any questions in here by just clicking on it. And so now I jump to question number 14 in my question set if I wanted to play that. Or I have these other 2 options here. Add, so if I click on add, it brings up this little dialog box so I can quickly add a question on the fly. There's different question types you have here. Enter the question, and if you entered one and wanted to play it, so let's go ahead and do that real quick and say, okay, let's do a short response. Where is a fun place you visited? Let's leave it at that. So go ahead and hit play. And we're on the mixed step of mixed pair share, but let's take a look at the think times step. And there's your question right there. Where's the fun place you visited? And notice what happened down below here. There was 20 questions in the set. It just added it as the 21st question in the set. When I go down here and pop it up, there it is. We're on question number 21. The one thing I do want to mention is you go ahead and play your set without interruption. When you go to close the set, you can save your set and add it to that set if it is your question set. And one more little thing about this little jump to questions box is if I click this edit button, it takes me right to the question set that I'm on. So in this question set, 1984, and it takes me in here, and I can quickly go in here and make edits. So let's go ahead and pretend we did that. Done. And save and play. And back to mix, pair, share. And now I quickly made edits to that set while in the middle of playing it. All right, so again, that's our little jump to question little box and the ability to add questions, edit questions, and navigate your question sets. We'll see you in the next tip. All right, let's talk about folders. Folders are used for organizing question sets, and you can do them, set them up in any way that you see fit. So if you're elementary level teacher, maybe you want a folder on the different core subjects that you teach, one on math, one on science, one on language arts, etc. If you're a high school teacher, maybe you want it on specific units, maybe you want it on different periods. So lots of different ways you can organize your question sets. They're just quick ways to find them. So let's take a peek at this. So right now I'm in the question set builder. I'm in a question set called amusement parks. So just a fun one. And over here on the right side, we have this folders. And right now I don't have any folders set up. And there's this little manage button. So I'm going to go ahead and click this manage button. And it pops up, you don't have any folders set up yet, create one to start. And so let's go ahead and say fun. Let's keep it short and sweet. We'll just call this fun. It's a fun set of questions. Go ahead and create it. And notice what happens. It's set up this little folder here, and now you have an option. You can rename it, you can delete it. I could also create another folder, and let's call this one team building. And I have team building. So now I am putting my amusement parks question set into my folder called fun and my folder called team building. And I like that. Let's go ahead and save that. When I go back to my main question set, and you'll see this in every structure and at the question sets, right across the top here is where those or where those folders reside. So here's where I see all my questions. Here's where I see my favorites. I don't have anything favorited yet. And I put that amusement park set in fun, and I also put it in team building. So there we go. Those are folders. And if you wanted to manage folders or make any changes, you can go ahead and go into that question set. And you can see it's tagged folders. It's tagged as it's in your fun folder, your team building folder. Let's manage that and say, you know what? I don't need a fun folder and a team building folder for whatever reason. I'm just going to get rid of the fun one. Pops up a little note, says, you sure you want to do that? And your folder will be deleted. But anytime you do this, question sets are never deleted with folders. It's just your organizational system. So hit OK, and I'm going to save that. And let's see what that did. So when I go back over here, exactly as you expect, we got rid of our fun folder, and now we have our team building folder. All right, there you go, folders. Really nice way to organize your own question cards. So if you have cards that you want quick access to, you create folders, and then you can just click into folders to find them.